Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome back to another episode of the My Player Career Mode series. The support on this series has been insane in the past few episodes. The last episode I think reached 60 likes. If we could smash out 50 likes on this episode, I would really appreciate it. We're going to be starting off this episode with the Catalan derby. Obviously we are facing Espanyol away from home. Let's see how we can play against them. Obviously I am starting this game and that's why I'm showing it to you guys. Isn't that obvious? But we are playing away from home, so it is going to be difficult because Espanyol are a very good team and they were literally dominating this game from the start and we didn't have any chances, barely. I mean, they hit the post here early on in this game after 8 minutes, and then they had another chance here coming from Walter. Still Walter here. Walter stops and turns and then crosses it in, and then the ball falls to, I think, Hernan Perez, but it was given a penalty for a foul on one of their plays by Jordi Alba. But then Walter takes the penalty and just, skies it. That was such a bad penalty from him. You wouldn't expect that normally from a player. But then Cañas takes a shot and it goes wide. Bravo didn't even have to move to make a save. And then finally in the 69th minute, I had a chance to, make something out of nothing. I played the ball into Alex Vidal, and that's probably the worst cross you'll see tonight. I mean, this is just annoying. My teammates are so stupid, and I barely can create chances in the game because of it being so difficult. The AI are just too good, and it's really annoying, guys. And because of that, we don't score too many goals. And as you can see, we are in second place in the league. And now it's time to, switch our attention, or, move our attentions onto the Asian qualifiers. We are now facing China in a kind of a must-win game, so we better win this game against China. Also, I have a question for you guys. Should I, change the difficulty back to professional? I mean, the games will be much more fun, but it might be a bit too easy. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below on what difficulty should I do. Should I, continue the series on whether on professional or on world class? You should be watching all the rest of the games in this episode to get an idea on how many chances I create in every single game. In this game, we were creating a lot of chances here. I got a first chance here with my left foot, but I couldn't score. Then later on in this game, in the 37th minute here, another chance here, but I couldn't play the ball off to my striker Sunil Chetri because I was too slow to release the ball, and the score remained 0-0. Then I had another chance here. I tried to cut inside in the 49th minute of this game. I played it into one of my players, but Singh's shot was just awful, and the score remains 0-0. I might have made a mistake choosing India as my national team because my teammates are just so stupid, and in terms of overall they're just horrible. I mean, like 66 rated is my best player apart from me, so that's really annoying. Later on in this game, they had a great chance to score, and that was one heck of a goal. Completely deserved from China, to be honest. I mean, they had better chances than us. I didn't show you guys too many chances that they had because they were like half chances, but they totally dominated this game. We had a couple of good chances, but they were like solo runs from me and a couple of good chances from Sunil Chetri as striker. But nonetheless, we couldn't score, and the score remained 1-0 to China. And that's how our group looks in the Asian qualifiers. But to my surprise, we still can qualify for the Asian Cup, if that is what we're qualifying for. I'm not too sure really, but because the reason is 3 teams go from our group, that's what I can see. And I think New Zealand are in the bottom of our group, and we do face them sometime in March. Now we are in November, to be honest, so there's a long time for the rest of the Asian qualifiers. But let's now move our attention, or switch our attentions to the game against Real Betis here in the La Liga. We haven't been playing that well in the La Liga. In the last episode, we did lose to Real Madrid, which was very disappointing. This game, I had a great chance to score, but my shot was saved by Adan, the Betis goalkeeper. And then I had another chance as I played the ball in to Jean-Marie Dongu, who did score, and that means it's 1-0 after 18 minutes. I get an assist. Thank God I've been involved in something. I mean, the last 2 games have been really bad. I mean, I created a few chances and all that, but in terms of goals and assists, I couldn't get even one. But thank goodness we got a goal in this game, and they had a great chance to equalize. Luckily, Bravo was up to the task and made a very good save to keep the scores 1-0 to Barcelona. And then I had another chance. I decided to take a long shot. It was deflected, and Lucas Piazon did score on the rebound, so a really good finish. To be honest, we should be getting the assist for that one, but we don't get it. So nonetheless, it's not that important. We have scored 2 goals against Betis, and then I decided to get myself subbed off. No point in wasting my energy on a game that was already won. And let's also have a look at the results of that game. I get a +1 in vision, which is good. As you can see, we got a 9.4 rating. In the end, Barcelona do manage to beat Betis 4-0, which is awesome. And 9.4 rating is awesome. 1 assist as well. That'll boost our overall average rating, because we need to have a rating above 8, I think, for the season, which is achievable. Also, we're still 89 rated, and I'm going to be simming the next game, which is against Dortmund, because we've already qualified for the next round of the Champions League. You can see we have played like 4 games and we have 12 points. And I think we're already qualified for the next round of the Champions League, so it makes sense to just sim this game and, you know, play that game against Levante, because we aren't doing as well as we should be doing in the La Liga, even though we are winning a couple of games. I mean, the last 2 games we have won. No, actually we did drew against Espanyol, so yeah, that's that. Basically, we are playing really bad in the La Liga. We should be scoring more goals, getting more assists and all that, so hopefully in this game we'll be able to grab ourselves a goal. Obviously Levante, not one of the best teams in the league, so I reckon we can get a goal. And as you can see, they did make a mistake here early on in this game, and I get the ball off Luis Suarez and I finish it really well into the left side of the goal. That's my 25th goal, so I get a +1 in finishing as well. That'll help a lot. I'll be able to score more goals then. And then in the 12th minute here, they had a chance to score, and this was just absolutely horror defending from Jordi Alba, and that's what makes it 1-0 for Levante, and the score remains now 1-0. And then in the 27th minute here, we had another chance. Jordi Alba finds a ball to me, and I was lucky to get the ball off. And then a fantastic feat here to go past that player and then cut inside, but I couldn't get the shot off, and the score remained 1-0. And then I decided to get myself subbed off, because I want to play that midweek game against Atlético Madrid. I simmed the first leg of that Copa del Rey game against them, because there were, you know, El Clasico was just near that game, like 2 days afterwards, so I couldn't play the first leg, in which we won 2-1 at home, but I really wanted to play the second leg, and that's why, you know, I got myself subbed off in that game against Levante. So let's get into this game against Atlético Madrid at the Estadio Vicente Calderón, away from home. So we just need to win this game comfortably, like 1-0 or something. That's not comfortably, but in terms of, you know, aggregate scores and all that, we'll definitely qualify. So they have an away goal, so if we lose 1-0, they'll go through, so we need to be careful of that. And we do have a chance here early on in this game as I go past 2 players, but I get fouled in the box and we get a penalty. Normally it would have been Messi to score, but it's going to be Luis Suarez who slots it home straight down the middle, and he scores. And after 10 minutes we are leading 1-0, and that means it's 3-1 on aggregate. At the moment I'm thinking, you know, to get subbed off at halftime if we, you know, get another goal, or maybe actually, yeah, I tried to get another goal, I couldn't. And as you can see, Suarez here with a great chance. No, it's Ivan Rakitic, to be honest, to get have a great chance here to score. He couldn't, but then I decided to get myself subbed off, because to be honest, I couldn't see Atletico scoring more goals, and we actually won that game 5-0, which was a surprise to me. But that's it for that game. And also I simmed this game against Real Sociedad because we weren't picked, and we won that game 1-0. Another good result. I'm also going to be simming this game against Inter Milan, because it has absolutely no value, and I want to play more La Liga games, because that's what's going to be reflecting on my objective list and all that. So that's it for that game. We drew that game 2-2, and as you can see, that's how the Champions League group stage table looks. After 6 games, 5 wins, 1 draw, 16 points comfortably, we are through to the round of 16 of the Champions League. Let's have a look at the La Liga table. After 13 games, we have 8 wins, similar to Real Madrid, and 27 points. So we're doing decent in the La Liga. In the next episode, we'll have a lot of La Liga games. Hopefully we'll be able to win all of them and, you know, get to the top spots of La Liga and score a few goals. I'm going to start scoring a lot more goals. Also, let me know which difficulty you want me to continue the series on, whether on professional or on world class. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. As you can see, my stats right here: 15 games, 9 goals and 3 assists. Decent stats. But that's it for this episode, and in the next episode we'll have some decent La Liga games against teams like Athletic Bilbao, Sporting Gijón, Almeria, and maybe we'll play a few games in the, you know, Copa del Rey. Obviously we have Rayo Vallecano. But that's it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and if you guys have, don't forget to drop a like, do subscribe for more content, and yeah, I'll see you guys in one of my next videos.